All right, the last Doge video I made a few days ago was titled, "This Looks Pretty Bad," and Doge isn't looking a whole lot better right now. I still think we've got some lower movements coming up here in the near future, and we're here to talk about that right now. To start off with, I'm going to go to one of my favorite tools, that is tradingview.com. Let's take a look at their technical analysis. We'll start on the 1 day time frame just to get a temperature of the market, and they're showing a sell. The oscillators are neutral, moving averages showing a strong sell. On the 1 week, it looks a bit better. Summary is a buy. Oscillators are neutral, moving average is a buy. And then on the 1 month, we are at a sell. Oscillators are sell, moving averages at a sell. Overall, looking bearish on the Doge charts as far as TradingView is concerned. Here I am looking at the daily chart for Doge. The conversation began and ended with Bitcoin on what I think is going to happen in Doge in the next few days, and it's going to begin and end with Bitcoin again today. Now, let me be clear. Everything I talk about in this video here, I'm talking about on the short term, that is the next few days or weeks. I am not talking about Doge's long term prognostication. I'm not talking about long-term window. I'm talking about here in the next couple of days and few weeks. But what I'm seeing is weakness after we saw this fantastic run up across crypto and even in Doge in particular from October. This is right. Yes, this looks right. We went from about 0.06 roughly to 0.1 is what we'll say the round number is. We hit that high back on the 12th of December, and ever since then, Doge has been giving back some of its gains, which we've seen across the crypto market, especially here in January. Now, we were in this range right here from about 0.086 to zero point 0.1 until we had this Bitcoin flush right here on the 3rd of June, or excuse me, 3rd of January. And that really kind of put a damper on all of crypto and broke crypto out of the ranges that they had been in as we were setting up for supposedly longs coming, bullish moves coming up. And this is what I mean on the, what was that, the 3rd of January. Here is the day for Bitcoin. I made a video that morning. I opened up and Bitcoin was sitting comfortably above 45,000 that morning. This was, of course, before this big drop. And then some unsubstantiated rumors came out that made its rounds around Twitter and the interwebs, saying that the SEC was going to deny the Bitcoin ETFs, and Bitcoin plummeted from 45.5 down to 41.5. Up to that point, I assumed all of crypto was going to, and it looked good for all of crypto to make a nice move up at the beginning of January and start challenging that 48,000 level. Some people are saying that was blatant manipulation to move the price down so those who were in the know could get filled at a lower price and make a bigger profit as Bitcoin went up. I'm just a retail hobby trader. I don't know all the ins and outs, but we had a big flush. That caused Doge to break out of this range that it had been in for basically all of December. It was the push that Doge needed to break this 0.086 and fall into this range, which it has been in since, well, the 3rd of January. Now, this range is roughly from 0.075 to 0.085, we could say, just to give us some nice round numbers to play with. And that's where we sit right now. But let me go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is what the crypto markets are going to be following over the next little while. And when I made the video a few days ago for Doge, Bitcoin was sitting right around here at about the high 42s, low 43s. And this is the rising channel that we have been in since December. And this is the post ETF move up into the 49,000 area, which we tagged. When we had made this nice rise up in Bitcoin, about from October is when that started, of course, but about this time right here, the middle of December, people were saying who are smarter than me that they expected us to go up and perhaps tag the 48/50,000 area if the ETFs were approved, which they were, but that we had run up so much in October, November, and December, they did not see us breaking that 50,000 level, and that it would be a difficult level to break and we would see some selling pressure. That is exactly what has happened. Post Bitcoin ETF approval, we tagged 49,000 and we have been on a real losing streak the last 3 or 4 days. Let me see. Yeah, we just started a new weekly bar on Bitcoin about 15 minutes ago, but this was last week's bar, a big old pin up into 49,000, and then we have fallen out for the first time out of this channel. I predicted we could very well fall out of this channel when I made the Doge video a few days ago, and now Bitcoin has fallen out of the channel. Everything to me is looking like we're going to tag this 40,000 here in the next few days. We may get a last ditch effort run up to 44 or somewhere around this line, but I just cannot help to think that we're going to tag 40,000 on Bitcoin. And when that happens, I believe we're going to tag the bottom of this level right here, about 0.075 in Doge. Everything just seems to be following Bitcoin, and that's what we've got to expect. This is not a strong level, but I just saw it. It's not terribly strong because it's only made of only about 5 days, but you can see the prices coiling up. You can see prices building up into this spring loaded contraption, if you will. And a lot of times that means we are going to break out to the upside or the downside. I don't know which way we'll break. Either will not surprise me. But again, even if we go up and tag 44,000 again on Bitcoin, I still think we're going to come down sometime in January and flirt with this 40,000 level. And I believe Doge is going to bring us down to this level. Now, some are saying Bitcoin could very well, over the next couple of weeks, go ahead and settle into this 34 to 38,000 level, where we saw significant price action in November. It was just kind of a nice range here. It was still an upward range, but it was a range for about a month in November, and that we may settle into this range right here for the next few weeks or next few months as we wait for the halving coming up in April for Bitcoin. And then they are suggesting that we will go on to make all-time highs in Bitcoin. If we break 40,000, here's your level for Doge. This 0.065 to 0.075 is where we will probably end up. I just don't see any impetus for really any altcoins to go against Bitcoin right now. And I certainly don't see it with Doge. Quite unfortunately, there's two sides to this. Glass half full, glass half empty. Glass half full is, if you're in Doge, you've seen a run up from about 0.06 to 0.08. That's about a 33% increase in about 2.5, 3 months. So that's a good increase in 2.5, 3 months. Okay. Glass half empty is Doge was one of the weaker coins in this run up. It did not even double itself. Other coins like Solana went up 5 and 6 times. Avalanche went up 5 or 6 times. Vet went up 2.5 times. ADA went up 2.5 times. Doge didn't even double. Okay, so that it means that Doge is one of the weaker coins out there. I just don't see anything in the Doge price that indicates it's going to have anything that can go against a negative Bitcoin move. And I do see a negative Bitcoin move coming here over the next few weeks. Pretty certain we're going to hit 40,000. I could be 100% wrong. I was wrong when I thought we were going to go ahead at the top of this day right here and start aiming for the 48,000 level. I was wrong because rumors came out, and those rumors happened to be incorrect as the ETFs were approved. But wrong is wrong. You know, if I was long right here on Bitcoin, which I wasn't, at least on a short-term position, wrong is wrong. You don't get your money back because of unsubstantiated rumors. If price moves against you, wrong is wrong. So I was wrong there. I could wake up tomorrow and we could find Bitcoin sitting at 45, 46, 47,000, and off we go with Doge not far behind, but I don't think that's going to happen. There's a better chance of Doge falling down to this 0.75075. And if Bitcoin falls below 40,000, wouldn't surprise me to find Doge in this range. All right. We'll have to wait and see what happens. That is what I'm assuming is going to happen on Doge. I will keep you updated. Be sure to check back and we'll follow Doge price together. All right. Thank you.